I'm trying to think. You can cut this part out, Jenny. But I'm trying to think of what was a red flag when I was. Hi guys, welcome back to our mini series. I'm J9.
I'm Jenny.
And today for part 2, we're gonna focus on entanglements. Ooh.
I love it. So let's hit it.
What do we do when timing fucks us in the
I feel like there's nothing you can do about it when timing goes wrong. There's literally nothing you can do about it. I think you'll always think about it down the road, like what could have been with this person, but sometimes it is what it is. Because you can't go back to that, and you just have to work with what you have now.
I agree. I think the best example for me was when I dated this guy who was gonna be studying abroad the next semester. Do you remember? Remember, Jenny?
Which one?
What do you mean? There was only one guy.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
He was gonna study.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And honestly, like we were a good match. Like we were really comfortable with each other, and we liked the same music, and like we made each other laugh. But the timing was wrong because he was going to leave for another country, studying abroad in another country the following semester. And honestly, like.
And then he just stayed there.
I'm thankful that we. What was that?
And then he just stayed there anyway.
Yeah. well, the thing is, like, we talked about like when it came closer to the time where he was gonna leave, we talked about like, should we stay in a relationship or not? And I said, well, we both mutually agreed like we shouldn't stay in a relationship while he's studying abroad. And if we're meant to be in the future, then we would be together in the future. Like we kind of believed in that we were on the same page about that type of stuff. So, but I'm actually thankful, because I didn't like I didn't feel like I was holding him back from doing his thing, and like it would have been a mess if we stayed together.
Yeah,
like
a lot of
while he was out of the country.
Yeah,
and like I got together with him shortly after my first really long-term relationship, so I didn't really take the time to date other guys. So I think deep down in my heart I wanted to be like, no, it's too early for me to commit right now.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, I have a person from my childhood that we're like on and off for like many years, like since we're 10, and then we dated in 2016, but we're so young because I was just about to graduate college, and then I barely have dated anybody, and it was just all bad. Like if I think about it, but it was also really far away. But anyway, I feel like timing thing has to do with distance a lot, because distance always comes into play when people like talk about right time, bad time, because people always want to like move away or go to this place, go to the other place, and then the agendas don't match up, and then that makes things really hard.
Right. And like you never want to feel like, even if you are seriously dating someone, like you never want to feel like you're holding them back from whatever they want to pursue too. So I don't know.
So I guess
if timing is not on your side, don't force it.
Yeah. It's like the age old, if it's yours, it's yours.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, next. Red flags.
Damn.
You go first, Jenny. You go first.
Oh my god, red flags. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one with red flags. I'm calling myself out. Okay, so
that's why I asked you to go first.
Huh? Yeah.
That's why I asked you to go first.
Yeah, so I think like one of the biggest red flag is that I have seen or that I have done. I'm just kidding. I think is. I mean the biggest one that we know is definitely gaslighting. But I think gaslighting only came to light recently. Like recent years, we now know what gaslighting means. But I think a lot of us have experienced it or have done it without even realizing that we're gaslighting, because it's almost just like a defensive mechanism. But I think it is still a red flag of someone that can't, accept responsibility when someone is bringing up an issue.
Can you define gaslighting?
Gaslighting means, I have to look it up. So when you gaslight someone, it means the person the person gaslighting you is, okay, hold on. It's like trying to get the other person to question whatever they're thinking, to question their reality, to question their thoughts or their memory or their perception. So basically it's trying to make the other person think that they're crazy for bringing up something. Like what would be a good example? Like if I was like, well, I feel hurt when you don't wash the dishes. And then a gaslighter would be like, well, I think you're a clean freak. That's why you have a problem with it. Or something like that. Right? Would that be gaslighting?
Yeah, it's kind of...
Like you have OCD. This is why this is bothering you. Instead of addressing the actual issue and be like, well, I just got home from work, so I need some time to unwind before I wash the dishes. Like that would be the healthy way to look at it.
It's almost like, I guess a red flag would be if they don't fully communicate with you and one day they just switch off without telling you what's going on, would be a red flag. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so there was I was dating this guy who did that, and I after a couple of days I was like, hey, can we talk? And I'm like, what's going on? This is what
I've had that happen to me.
Yeah, like this is what I'm perceiving or seeing, so can you explain to me what's going on? And like that, like me forcing him to talk it had to come to that for him to talk to me. If I didn't do that, he would have just ghosted me,
Oh yeah. I got ghosted. Like, how do you get ghosted in the middle of a relationship? Like, if you're talking to somebody else or whatever, just be like, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not working out anymore. Don't ghost your significant other or ignore them.
I mean,
like what the fuck?
We weren't officially boyfriend girlfriend. We were dating for a couple, for a few weeks, but really. Still. But yeah, it was just like, I don't know. Like he knows me. Like I can take it. It's fine. But he ended up saying that like it was closer to summer break, and he was contemplating the fact that if we were going to continue to date, we would have to be long distance, and he just didn't want to face that reality, so he didn't know how to talk to me about it, so it was interesting.
I think a lot of people don't know how to communicate for some reason, and they don't know how to communicate in like a healthy, open way.
Yeah,
but it's so important. It's like the foundation of your relationship to just, and it's conflict resolution. Yeah. It's like a skill in the workplace and in your relationship. Yeah. And if you can't do that, then you have nothing.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes like one person might not want to communicate to the other because they think that the other doesn't listen to them,
True. True.
Like,
that's true.
They think, oh, they're closed-minded. There's no point for me telling them this because they're only gonna think this way, when in fact, like, you don't really know that until you actually talk to them.
Yeah.
So,
but there are a lot of blatant red flags too.
Like, if he mooches off of other people.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah.
Like TLC's No Scrubs is a good song. Yeah. Or if they only talk to you late at night.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Unless you want the same thing. Unless you're on the same page. Yeah, you just have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
But
if they're mean to you, they say anything hurtful, red flags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they're abusive and they don't listen to you, they don't care about your emotions, they think that they're right and you're wrong, that's definitely red flag.
Yeah. So that leads us into the next question. Which is
my favorite question.
Can trashy men be redeemed? Can they be redeemed?
Well, we should. I guess we should define what a trashy man is.
Trashy men would be those that exhibit the red flags that we just spoke of, right?
Yeah.
That hurt you. Yeah. Emotionally, mentally, physically. Check off one of those boxes, then you're trash.
It depends. I don't know. I tend to see the world with rose-colored glasses, and I'd like to think that there are good in people, you know? So, for example, the guy I was talking about with the red flag stuff, like, I'm sure he grew from that, and I'm sure he's doing well. So, I think it depends on, you know, the person and if they're willing to accept their flaws and learn from it. But if they're not and they're too cocky about it, then no, they can never be redeemed.
That's true. I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
On this answer. Like, I think we all start somewhere. I mean, we probably didn't start off super saint. Like, we're no saints ourselves, I guess. So
exactly.
There could be trashy women as well.
Exactly. We don't discriminate. Like, there's definitely things that I've done to other guys that may have been hurtful, and I regret it, but I learned from it, you know. So
yeah, I guess that's
sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt you.
Oh my god, me too. I'm sorry if I hurt anybody. But anyway, yeah, I think that's the important piece. Is did you learn from it, and are you actively trying to be better? Or the two key things.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if they try to be better because they want to look a certain way, like just for show, just for the clout, like that's totally wrong. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, they're not truly making themselves better just because they want to be better. They're just making themselves feel better or be better for, like, to show other people, which is not right.
Or if you just be better to try to keep your partner like it has to be a real change from the bottom of your heart. Like, it has to be like a very sincere change. Then it's okay. Yeah.
Right. Go to therapy.
Therapy is the best. We support mental health prevention, early intervention, and mental health services and support out here.
Yeah, because, like, who knows, like, maybe the reason why they act like that is because they experienced something in their childhood, you know what I mean? So, mental health. We advocates out here.
Okay.
We advocates. And that's it for part 2. Stay tuned for part 3.
Thank you for watching. Oh, sorry.
Long distance.
Yep. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.